Brett here, and this month we are going to be learning the tune of Rosin the Beau. It also goes by the name of Down in the Willow Garden, and I've heard it called Rose Connolly. Different words, same tune, but most people know it as Rosin the Beau. So this month, we're going to be learning, and we're only going to be doing 3 of the lessons for that. The 4th, because it's not a fast song, we don't need a fast jam. We're going to be giving you a special lesson on some chords. So that'll be coming up later on in the month. So get ready, and we're going to start with the melody. Before we start, I want to thank my patrons for making these lessons possible. It is because of the patrons, only because of the patrons and those who give to this work, that I can continue this. And there's not enough credit given to the patrons. If you're taking these lessons, it's because somebody's paying for them, and I appreciate their help. Nothing's really free. Somebody has to pay for it somewhere, and I've not made a penny profit doing these lessons, and they are completely funded by those who are investing in their own learning process and giving to keep this program alive. So thank you, patrons. Thank you to those who share these lessons, who comment, and who like these lessons. That does also help with YouTube, but I want to thank my patrons especially. So thank you, patrons. Let's get started on Rosin the Beau. So let's get started. If you noticed, when I played through the introduction, I played the melody on the melody string, and then I went a second time and I played it on the bass string. There is no difference between going for the melody or the bass. Your pickup notes on the middle string, So either way is going to work fine for you. Also, if you notice, I didn't put in any chords, and I'm not going to do that in this lesson. We may actually do that as a last lesson of the month. I'm not sure, because this really doesn't need a fast speed. We'll do a slow and then the intermediate, or we'll work it out that way. But what I was going to show you is, if you associate the melody strings with a chord, you could make an A there. 2, 4. You could do a D chord, a G, your B minor, which we'll do. You can do a D, which is just repeating it. Here. So I'm not going to teach that. I just wanted to see what you can do. I actually think it sounds really good without any of the chords, with the exception of this B minor and maybe an A thrown in. So we're going to go through the basic melody, phrase by phrase. I'm going to give you some ideas as far as strumming. So our first melody note is on the middle string open, and it's going to be the melody string open, 2, 1, open. So middle, melody, melody, 2, 1, open, middle, melody, melody, 2, 1, open, 2, 4, 4, 5. 2, 4, 4, 5. So now, again, you can do a G if you like the sound of that better. I like that dissonance type sound on this song. Let me show you some things as far as strumming. I'm not strumming everything out like this. You can do that if you like, but I want to give you some ideas. I'm picking the melody, and what I'm doing for my bum diddy, because that's in essence what it is, bum diddy, is I'm going out all the way with the brush, and then on the bum, and then the ditty, I'm hitting the first 2 strings and coming back on the bass. And that's really good practice, just doing that. So all the way across, out on 2, coming back on the bass. You can come back on the middle too. So bum, ditty, bum, ditty, bum, ditty. And that just breaks it up from just strumming. And again, I'm adding some strums in there. Now, something else I want you to notice, I'm not always doing a ditty. Sometimes I'm just making the motion. Watch again. Again. So there I went, and I just came back. I went out for the dit, but I didn't play it. I just came back. And I didn't even do the bum. So, actually I did. Bum, dit, T. So these are all options. And what you want to do is play around with that. Again, sitting here and just doing this, or kind of alternating. So again, I'm giving you some ideas. So again, melody 2, 1, open, 2, 4. Now notice when I'm hitting that, I'm going 2 to 4, I'm not lifting up this back finger. I'm leaving it down. Then 4, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2. 4, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2. Again, whatever strumming you want. So let's play up to that point. Then you're going to make a B minor. Now, just to show you what a B minor is, you're going to put your ring finger on the middle string at 1 and your pointer finger on the bass string at 2. Now, if you were doing an inverted G, you'd be playing 0, 1, 3. A B minor is 0, 1, 2. So it's going to go so you're going bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. Bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. Bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. Now, you don't have to do that. You could go bum, diddy, and not do anything. Bum, da, 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 bum. And again, you want to do that because when you play it through several times, you can mix it up. You could go bum, diddy. I like bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. So make sure that you stop there because you're going to go into your melody note. So bum, diddy, sorry, bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. Bum, diddy, diddy, bum, diddy. From the beginning. And then your song's starting over, and I'm doing a hammer on here. Open to 1 on the middle. And then you're kind of just repeating that. 1, 2, 1, 0. 4, 2, 0, 1. And this is only different. 1, 2, 1, 0. That's just those last few notes. So from the beginning. One, two, 1, 0. 1, 2, 1, 0. That's your ending. So make sure that that's memorized. Learn it a little bit at a time. Stop as often as you need to stop. If you just want to do a tiny little phrase, do a tiny little phrase. So one more time. So if that's memorized, 4, 4, 2, 4. Now, I want you to notice, 4, 4. I already have the 2 down. When I play the 2, when I play this, I'm still holding the 2 down. 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6.5, 7. 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6.5, 7. Again, if you want to use chords. I actually like it better without. 5, 7. So here's the whole phrase. 4, 4, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6.5, 7, 5, 7. Five, 4, 2, 1, open, 1, 2. So let's do all that again. 2, 4, 4, 5, 6.5, 7, 5, 7. Make sure that's memorized. So you might want to pause here. Make sure that's memorized. Then you're going to go back to 4. 4, 2, 1, open. 4, 4, 2, 1, open, 1, 2. 4, 4, 2, 1, open, 1, 2. And this is the same as the first part, B minor. Then it's going to start over again. So you see why it's so important to take these little pieces and memorize them. Because sometimes people will just play through the tune, using tab or something, not realizing they're actually repeating something and they're actually relearning everything 2 or 3 times. Where if you learn it phrase by phrase and you start hearing that, listening to it. And by the way, when you're learning these songs, it's good to hum these songs as you're playing them, as I'm playing them. And that will help you as well. So I'm going to play it through from the beginning very slowly. One other thing you might notice is that I'm strumming certain things harder. And what I'm strumming harder is actually the melody notes. And when I'm strumming extra, for example here, so any strumming I'm doing other than the melody, I'm doing it softer. Sorry about that. You could slide. Right there. Just do a quick little hammer on it. And by the way, you can also arpeggiate this. Lots of things you can do with this tune. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. We will see you. You want to get the basic melody down. Again, if you were doing this in a jam, you're probably not going to be arpeggiating because you wouldn't be heard. It might be nice as a solo, but in a jam, you want to definitely be heard. So there you have the tune. I'm going to give you a practice track that you can play on your own and have that memorized. And it's just going to be nice and slow. And I think that will help you get this tune down. And then next week we'll do the chords. So let's start here. So remember, we are in 3/4 timing. You're going to be coming in on the 3rd beat.